What's up, y'all? Mike back here. I got my boy Alec. He's one of my classmates. He agreed to do an interview today with me in regards to the school that we both attend. Again, we're not going to give the name out. But I have a few questions for him here that to get another classmate's perspective, because you guys have just gotten it from mine, so I thought this was fair. Additionally, he does a longer program. He's on the 14-month, which goes more in depth in the commercial and electric wiring, and also includes solar, right?
Yep.
All right. So this is Alex. You want to tell me a little about yourself?
Well, born and raised here in Arizona. I don't know if we're allowed to cover that part.
Yeah.
All right. Haven't thought about going to school before, but never actually got around to it. This is actually my first shot at going to school after finishing high school stuff.
How old are you?
25.
What's your social? So we got a few questions here. I'm going to ask him. But again, this is solely for informational purposes and to give each and every one of you in Arizona and out of Arizona a good look at what we're studying and what we're doing. And I think you're going to see more of Alec on the channel because I'm only doing 9 months. After the 9 months is over, I really want to have Alex on the channel and have him doing videos every week, extended, so that when at the end of the video series, we are going to reveal the school we go to. Again, some of you have already called it out, and that's really cool, but I'm going to keep this just what we're doing here. So the first question, Alex, what they've all been waiting for is, why HVAC school?
I wanted to learn a trade, a skill, something where I can take anywhere I go. It's kind of a cliche thing to say, but I wanted to actually learn something I could just pick up and go to any other company I wanted to go with, something that I'm certified in. Also, I had to look at time restraints too. So I couldn't go to a 4-year college or anything like that. So tech school was a pretty good choice for me.
All right, that's a good answer. You getting paid
For this?
No, you getting paid for that answer?
I don't know. You can give me lunch.
The next question is, before coming to school, to this school in particular, or HVAC school in general, how much research did you do?
Probably about 2 weeks worth. We looked at all the schools that were in Arizona. Looked at the cities they were in, their credibility, some of the student reviews that they had also in the past. Also, some of the reviews for other campuses outside of Arizona as well.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I did research for like 3 years. Now, the one question is, and this was kind of indifferent for me too, because you're 26.
25.
Yeah, I'm 30, so we're both grown. We both have families. What were your expectations coming into school?
I thought I was going to struggle, to be honest. I didn't think I was going to catch on as quick as I did. I thought I was going to come in, do my work on my own, just be kind of by myself, get in, get out. But after being here with that first phase that we were in together, I realized you need help from other students because there's a lot of stuff you're not going to understand at first.
Yeah, that's real life. So we are now, this would be the last day of our 12th week. How is it for you so far? Not only academically, what is your experience like?
I've enjoyed it. I actually enjoy coming to class. It's actually, as sad as it is, it's the highlight of my day.
Oh, shit.
Besides going home with my family. But I've excelled at all the tests we've had and the classes so far.
Wait, you got 100 on the first class, right?
I was the only student to get 100% on the final in our last phase.
I'm just going to hand this channel over to you. What do you do right now for work?
I work for a food and beverage company. I'm a customer service representative, so every week I have my regular customers that I talk to every day. Some of them being, movie theaters, vending companies. So
now, after school, what are you hoping to achieve?
Finding an actual career now. I've been at my current job for a couple of years now, the company I'm with. But I finally actually want to find a career where I'm happy to go to work, not just kind of doing the day-to-day, getting up, making the money, and going home.
Is there any particular part of the field you want to be in? Probably
going to be low temperature. Not big on wanting to go to the houses.
This guy stole my idea.
Being customer service the last year and a half, it wears you down, to be honest.
Right.
It takes a certain kind of person to be able to do customer service, and I just don't have what it takes. I know that now, so I think think I want to do something smaller, maybe commercial. Low temperature for sure, though.
Now, the last question is, actually, second to last question, why the extended program?
So one thing I actually learned at the company I work with right now is when I started there, I was working on nights, picking orders, and I went from there to actually loading the trucks afterwards. So loading the trucks and then also picking the orders, I realized how important it was for me to build the pallets a certain way. Keeping within the corners, not building, crappy lopsided pallets.
Sure.
And then going into the office, I realized how important it is to, make sure that I do my job as a customer service person right. Make sure I get the orders billed out on time, so that way they can be billed and then picked and shipped out. So it all kind of, give me a bigger perspective of what was going on. So that's why I'm taking the extended program, so I can see the bigger picture of things.
And spend more money and have 6 more months in school almost, so whatever.
Yeah,
But the last question is, and like each and every one of you know, I do this channel for you guys. I'm in school. I've made this decision and this dive, and so I'm locked in just like he is. And so the last question I want to ask you is, for the people at home, and I mean it could be age ranges, like he's 25, I'm 30. We have people in our classroom that are, in their early 40s. Some are, I think, one of them is in their 50s.
We got also one's 18.
Yeah, guys right out of high school. But for the people sitting at home watching this or on their phones, what advice can you give them for before going to school and the research, and then after, or maybe going to the school and talking to a representative? What advice can you give to them?
Some of the important questions that I looked at, because I actually have a coworker that I'm helping with get started on her school. Look at the time availabilities, how much it's going to cost. Look up if they offer help with finding jobs afterwards. That's a big important thing. That was actually an important thing for me to find out. Not only finding jobs after you graduate, but also finding jobs while you're still in school. That was also a big help for that. I think that's about it. Looking at maybe what kind of jobs are out there right now. So actually, that was another thing. The reason why I picked HVAC was because I saw the demand for technicians, both electrical, HVAC, and then also solar. So I saw that before going to school.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Well, thank you for your time.
No problem.
And get out of my car. I'm just joking. But I mean, like I said, guys, I want to be very honest and candid with this channel, and I really appreciate Alex stopping today so that we could get it from a different perspective. Like he said, he's doing the longer program, and him and I both live, probably 5 minutes from each other, which is on the other side of our county. So, we have long days going to work, working a full, 8-9 hour day at work, getting off work, sitting here before work, studying, and then going to class. So we're doing 4 a.m., 5 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. at night. So that's one thing to take into consideration, that if you are established in your life with a child like we both are, I have 2, he has 1 and 1 on the way. Right?
Yeah, 1 on the way.
It's, you got to take these things into consideration. But also, I don't think this is one thing that I've touched on. Maybe I have, but the emotional toll. Not for you. Mm-hmm. You're going to school. You're doing you're doing something to better yourself, for yourself and your family. But take a look at maybe your spouse. Like my wife, I love her to death. She is the strongest person I know, but she's losing her damn mind because she's at home with the kids and she doesn't get to see her husband a lot, and she just doesn't know what to do most of the time. So take into consideration that as well. You are the student, great. You have people at home that love you. If you're just out of high school, what do you got, your parents? I don't know. But I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching. Click that like button if you like what you saw. Subscribe. You're going to see Alec a lot more. Maybe he'll do his own content. But regardless, I want to thank y'all for stopping by. Peace.
Have a good one.